All right, welcome to Pilates. My name is Jenny. We're going to start on our mat today or on the floor. Whenever you're ready, make your way on down. And then if it's okay with your feet and your legs, go ahead and just sit on top of those feet. It may be a little uncomfortable, but if you can do it, go for it. If it's too much, you can come up onto your toes, or you can even sit all the way up. Otherwise, here we are. Good. And whenever you're ready, roll those shoulders back. Take a nice inhale as you reach up. And exhale down. Beautiful. Again, inhale as you reach up. And exhale, maybe open mouth. Good. Inhale, reach up. And exhale out. Good. And interlace your fingers. And whenever you're ready, press your spine back. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Take those arms overhead. And then exhale to one side, or just breathe. Stretching to one side. And the other side. Good. And then release your hands all the way back. Nice. And then crawl yourself out onto a tabletop. Good. Whenever you're ready, inhale, let your belly drop as you look up. Exhale, spine to the sky. Good. Again, inhale as you look up. Exhale, spine to the sky. Yeah, let's work into your wrists a little bit. If you can, flipping one hand back as far as it'll go, and the other hand just doesn't have to go all the way back. Good, and whenever you're ready, inhale, look up, let your belly drop. Exhale, spine to the sky. Good, inhale as you look up. And exhale, spine to the sky. Good, one more just like that, inhale. And exhale. Good, find neutral, and then whenever you're ready, flipping those hands back around. Maybe roll out your wrists a little bit. And walking your hands forward just a little bit. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Tuck those toes under and send your hips up and back. Good, breathe. Maybe bending into one knee. And then into the other knee. Good, first knee. And second knee. Good, straightening both, pressing your chest back towards your thighs. Good, lifting up on those toes and then shifting forward into a plank. Nice, taking it back. And then lifting up on those toes, exhale, shifting it forward into a plank. Good, inhale, take it back. Exhale, shift forward into a plank. Good, inhale, take it back. Exhale, lift those heels as you shift forward into a plank. And again, inhale, pressing it back. Exhale, shift it forward into a plank. One more time, inhale, press it back. Exhale, shift it forward into a plank. Good, bringing your knees down. You can find a child's pose, get off your hands for a moment. Good. And then whenever you're ready, we're gonna just give your hands a tad bit of a break. So we're gonna come into some bird dogs. Whenever you're ready, you're gonna take your left leg back, your right arm forward. Good. Feel free to stay here. If it's too much, you can bring your hand back down to the ground. Otherwise, work on your balance. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Good. Feel free to stay here or continue. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more. Inhale, extend. And exhale, knee to elbow. Good. Inhale, extend. And then let that hand come down. Knee comes down as well. Perfect. Other leg, extend it back. Other arm, extend it out. Inhale. Stay here. Exhale. Good. Really try to lift away from the ground. Lift your chest away from the ground, your belly away from the ground. All right, let's move. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. One more. Exhale, knee to elbow. Good. Inhale, extend. And then place it down on the ground. Good. Again, getting off your hands for just a moment here. We're about to use them. Alrighty. Whenever you're ready. Here we go. Placing those hands flat on the ground. Go ahead and tuck those toes under. And you're in a plank. Now, if this is too much for you, you can also be right here into a modified plank. Either will work for what we're about to do. Okay. So in your plank, you're just going to tap your knees down and lift. Tap those knees down and lift. So same thing. If you're in a modified plank, you're here, you're going to lift off. And then you'll be here and you'll lift off. So it just depends on where your rest is. If your rest is at the top or the bottom. Good. Tap those knees down and lift. Good. Tap it down and lift. So good for your core. Tap it down and lift. Again, tap it down and lift. One more. Tap it down and lift. Good. Take those knees nice and wide. Maybe send it back. Find a child's pose. Awesome. And then come on up. One more thing from plank while we're here. Yes. Alrighty. Whenever you're ready, find that plank. And then if you're on your knees and you're doing knee plank, you can just lift one at a time or do what we were just doing. Okay, if you're on toe plank, you're just going to lift one heel and back down. Next heel and down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it down. Awesome. Get off your hands for a moment. Roll out those wrists. And then bring it back onto your hands and knees. Simply take one arm up. Inhale. Exhale. Weave it through, but don't lay on your shoulder. Just reach as far as you can. Inhale. Take it back up. Exhale. Weave it through again. Don't lay down. Good. Inhale. Nice. Exhale. This time as you weave it through, you can lay on the side of your face. Maybe stretch out that other arm. Good. Breathe. And then slide your supporting hand back under your shoulder. Press into it. Get that arm all the way up. And then release it down. Good. Other side. Inhale up. These first couple times, just reach through as far as you can. Good. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, reach it through. Good. Inhale, back up. This time, you get to stay, lay on your face. Good. And come back up. Maybe take that arm all the way up. Perfect. Ready. Tuck those toes under, finding your plank. Don't worry. And then whenever you're ready, send those hips up and back. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Holding in half here. Breathe. Good. Bend those knees. Roll all the way up. Shoulders at the top. Nice. Alrighty. And whenever you're ready, coming around just to face so that you have some runway to your side. Yes? All right. Whenever you're ready, take your feet a little bit wider than your hips, I would say. But most people think their hips are wider than they actually are. So maybe think about it as hip width. or a tad wider. All right, whenever you're ready, inhale and exhale. I know a little bit of a squat here. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, rise. And exhale, sit down. Good. Inhale up. And exhale down. One more inhale up. And exhale down. A little pulsing right here. Good. Breathe. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Here. Good. Now we're going to stand up. And we're going to go back, find that pulse again. Good. You got this. Awesome. All right, let's walk it. So you're going to take that pulse and in. Pulse and in. So you're keeping your pulse staying low. You're going to go back the other way. You're taking a little bit bigger steps. No worries. Good. Nice. Keep it going. Little pulse. Keep your chest lifted here. If you go off your mat, it's totally fine. Good. Still having that little pulse up and down. Belly button is in towards your spine. Make sure you're still breathing. Good. Nice. Keep it going. Should be starting to burn a little bit, hopefully. Go one more round. Keep your chest up. Don't be like hunching over. Yeah. Good. Stay here and stand up and down. Here we go. You got it. Down. 3. Good. Let's go to 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Can we do those pulses? Yes, you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Woo! Alrighty. Nice work. We'll come back. But for now, let's take a little in between. Inhale as you reach up. And exhale, fold. Good. Breathe. Walk those hands out long, finding a plank. Good. Lower your knees down. Elbows brush by your side as you lower all the way down. Good. Untuck your shoulders or your toes. Roll your shoulders back, bringing you up. And then back down. Good. Tuck your toes under. Send those hips back. Awesome. And then take those knees up off the ground. Good. Walk yourself back. And then roll yourself all the way up. Alrighty. I know that wasn't very long of a break from those squats, but we're going to be okay. Alrighty. So whenever you're ready, roll those shoulders back. We're going to add on. So we'll squat down, nice narrow squat, feet are facing forward. And then stand up, lift those heels up off the ground. Yes? So squat it down, find your bearings, lift it up. Squat it down, good, heels lift. Again, down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Now, if you're getting bored, you can always make this a little more cardio by adding a little hop. Make sure you point your toes so you still get that lift. Yeah. Otherwise, we're here. Your choice. Yes. Down and up, down, and up, down, and lift, down, and lift. One more, down, and lift. Good, just the lift. Here we go. Lift, 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 lift. Good, you're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Shake it out. Cool. Last set of those squats for now. Alrighty, roll the shoulders back. We're going to go back to those pulses. Here we go. Pulsing down. 6. Make sure you're sending those hips back. Awesome. And we're going to begin to move it. So we've got our pulse going. So let's move it. We're going to come in and out, in and out, out, in. Da, da, da. Good. Keep it going. Yes. We're going to add some arms. So you're going to go out and in, out and in, and in. Good. I'm taking bigger steps with my arms. Good. Belly button to your spine. And then with your arms, I really want you to squeeze your shoulders back together. Yeah. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Good. Keeping that little pulse coming up and down if you can. Really good for your brain. There's a lot going on here. Stay low in your pulse if you can. Belly button in towards your spine. You got this. Breathe. So every time you step, you're squatting down a little bit more, yeah? Down, 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 down. We got it? You're almost there. Squeeze your shoulders together. Belly button to your spine. Really engage your core. When you make it back to the other side, you're done. Good. Step it up. Awesome. Whew. Alrighty. Taking your feet, you can be wide on your mat, or think of your feet coming right off the edges of your mat. Good. Hands on your waist. Inhale. And as you exhale, folding in half. Good. Working into that back a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, fold it in half. Good. Inhale, back up. And exhale, fold it down. Good. Inhale, back up. And exhale, taking it down. Good. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, taking it down. Good. Inhale, bring it back up. Nice. And then go ahead and bring those feet underneath you. Roll the shoulders back, and you're going to walk, I would say probably the middle, depends on where your furniture is, but you just want to make sure you're not going to kick anything or nosedive into anything. Yes? Cool. We're going to work on our balance before we kind of move down towards the ground. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and pick up that right foot. Bring your knee up, flex your foot. Extend it out straight from your hip as best you can. Rebend. And then sweep that leg back. Yeah? Bring it up. And then extend that leg out. Rebend. Kick through your heels, take it back. Yeah? So my arms are just staying glued to my side for the most part, but your arms can be wherever you need them to be for balance. Good. Let's do a few more, but maybe challenge yourself. Bring those arms up by your ears and leaving them there. Send out long. And then extend it back. Good. Bring it up. Extend it out. Rebend. Extend back. Bring it up. Last time. Extend it out long. And take it back. Good. Bring it in. and lower. Good, shake it out. Got the same thing, just other leg. However you gotta do it, whenever you're ready. Roll the shoulders back. I'm starting with my arms glued to my side for the first 4, and then I will lift up for the second set of 3. Here we go. Lift your knee up, extend out straight, and then kick through that heel. Maybe you become parallel to the ground, maybe not. Yeah? Let's work on your hinge. Here we go. Taking it out, strengthening that quad muscle, protecting our knee from everything really. Good. Back. Nice. One more like this. Taking it back. Okay, bring it up. This time, maybe bring those arms up by your ears and leave them there. Extend out long. Take it back. Good. Bring it up. If you need to move a little bit slower to maintain your balance, totally fine. Good. Last one. Awesome. Let it go. Nice. And then let's just kind of release that from our bodies. So just give ourselves a little bit of a ragdoll. Back and forth. Awesome. And we'll do a few spinal rolls. Here we go. So take your arms, reach up, inhale. And exhale, fold. Bend into one knee. Bend into the other knee. Bend into both and roll it up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Bend into one knee and the other. Both roll it up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Stay here, and you're just going to bend both knees so your hands find the ground if they're not there already. And straighten. Bend your knees and straighten. Bend your knees and straighten. Last time, bend those knees and straighten. Good. And then walk your hands out. Well, we'll do what we did in the beginning for a few more rounds. So inhale and exhale, press back. Good. Lift your heels up off the ground as you inhale, coming forward into that plank. Exhale, press back. Good. Inhale, find plank. And exhale, press it back. Good. Inhale, find plank. And exhale, press it back. A few more. Inhale, find plank. Exhale, press it back. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Moving right in. Find your plank. And then tap those knees and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Drop those knees. Awesome. Walk your hands in a little bit. We'll find a few more of those cat-cows. Inhale, let your belly drop as you look up. Exhale, press your spine to the sky. Good. Inhale, following your back. Exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good. Finding your tabletop, you're going to extend that left leg back, right arm forward. We're going to do a double pulse and then knee to elbow. Remember, if this is where you need to be, just right here holding it. If that's challenging enough, fine by me. Otherwise, you're going to pulse your leg and your arm up 2 times, knee comes to elbow. Here we go. Pulse, pulse, and in. Inhale, pulse, exhale, in. Inhale, pulse, 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 pulse, exhale, in. One more time. Inhale, pulse, pulse. Exhale in a little faster. 1, lift, and in. Inhale, lift, and in. 3, and in. 4, and in. 5, and in. 5 more. 5, and in. 4, and in. 3, and in. 2, and in. Last one, and in. Good. Place everything down. Woo, go ahead and get off your hands. Take a couple deep breaths. Awesome. All righty. Whenever you're ready, coming onto your hands and your knees. We got that other side. So taking your right leg back and your left arm forward. Yet again, feel free to stay here and hold, or whenever you're ready, double pulses. Up, up, exhale in. In, and out. In, exhale. In, exhale. Good. In, exhale. In, exhale. In, exhale. Good. Lift, lift, exhale. Lift, lift, exhale. Lift, lift, exhale. Lift, lift, exhale. Singles, here we go. Lift and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3, 4, 5, going to 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Placing it down. Good. Walk your hands forward. Let those hips fall. Stretching out your belly. And then take it back, stretching out your back. Great. And then walk those knees forward, coming onto your bum. Good. Nice. Sit up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back. And hang on to your legs here. And bring them up off the ground. Cool. Remember your options. You can always have your hands right back here, hanging on, or don't use your hands at all. Good. Remember, you don't want to really round through your spine here. We're going to try to sit up as tall as you can. Sweet. Alrighty, whenever you're ready, extend one out and bring it in. Extend out and bring it in. Extend out, bring it in. Extend out, bring it in. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Really pull your chest through. Maybe your knees go a little bit wide. Good. Round through that spine. Sit up really tall. And then round through that spine. Awesome. This time, we're all going to place our hands on the ground. So traditionally, your fingertips would be facing your hips. But however you want to go, you're not like bending into your elbows much. So hands can be however you wish. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Really, again, puff up your chest. Take those feet up off the ground. Good. You're going to extend out, lift, down, and in. Out, up, down, and in. Out, up, down, and in. If you want to challenge yourself on this, try not to put a lot of weight in those hands. Good. Nice. 4 more. 4. Squeeze your shoulders together. 3, 2. Nice. Last one. Good. And then whenever you're ready, lay back all the way. Nice. Maybe hug those knees in, rock a little side to side. Alrighty. And then bringing those hands behind your head. Bring those feet towards the ground. Awesome. We just have some, what we would call simple crunches. Yes. So whenever you're ready, inhale. Exhale, crunch it up. Good. Inhale back down. Exhale, crunch it up. Good, inhale down, exhale, crunch. If you've been with me for any length of time, you know we are just getting started. And down. And down. And down. And down. Awesome. Go ahead and take those feet up off the ground. So you don't want your knees to come past your hips. Try to keep them over your hips. Good. Shins are parallel with the ground as best you can. Inhale. Exhale, crunch it up. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's add on again. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to extend one out long. So you come up. Good. And back down. Good. Extend. And down. And down. Now, if you want, you can keep your head up the whole time. And you're just extending that leg out long. Good. Nice. You're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to add on, so you'll extend one leg out long. You're going to clap behind your leg, and then bring it in, and then 3 switches fast. Here we go. For 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Clap behind your leg, and switch. For 3, 2, 1. Reach and clap. Maybe reach a little higher and down. For 3, 2, 1. Again, lift up a little bit more. And here we go. For 3, 2, 1. Again, reach. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Try to get the heel of your hand to touch. And down. Here we go. For 3, 2, 1. Reach. And 3, 2, 1. One more to get us even. Reach around. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Bend both knees. Relax. Let your head rest down on the ground. Maybe rock a little side to side. Cool. All right. Bring your chin to your chest. And then go ahead and extend one leg long. That other one. Try not to let it sink in close to you. You can also rest this leg on the ground if you need to. Try to get this leg so your knee's over your hip. Don't let it come in like this. Yeah? Okay. And then we're just going to crunch across. Here we go. Pulsing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Same leg. Pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. And pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay down. Last time for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Both knees come in. Give yourself a little bit of a break. Maybe roll out your ankles. And whenever you're ready, setting up for the other side. So making sure those knees come over your hip. Extend your new leg out long. Inhale. Exhale, pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay down. Again, pulsing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Laying back down. Pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay back down. Last time. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring those knees in. Nice. Set those feet on the ground. And then just windshield wiper those knees a little side to side. Great. We've got one more. For this one, depends on you. You can have your hands interlaced again behind your head. Or you can have your hands by your side or underneath your hips. Yes? So you're like, okay, well, what are we doing? So we're going to do that same combo that we did from both, laying on the ground. So you'll extend long, lift, long, and in. Yeah, that one. So choose where you'd like to be. Again, you can always lay your head down on the ground if you'd like. Just better ab engagement if you curl that chin to your chest. Here we go. Long, up, down, and out, up, down, and down, up, out, and in, out, up, out, and in. Again, out, up, out, and in, out, up, out, and in, out, up, out, in, out, up, out, and in, out, up, out, in. Last one, out, up, out, and in. Good. Stretch out, and out, and out, and out. Stick with the single leg or double leg. Here we go. Out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release your head down to the ground. Take a nice full body stretch. And then bring those feet back up. Walk them in pretty close. We have some good old bridges. So arms down by your side to start with. Placing your feet flat on the ground, inhale. Exhale, curl your tailbone and lift. Good, and then lower back down. Again, curl that tailbone under and lift. And as you exhale, back down. Again, inhale, lifting up. And exhale, back down. Again, inhale, lift up. And exhale, back down. Inhale, back up. And exhale, back down. Last time, inhale, lift up. And exhale, back down. Good. Leave your arms by your side or arms come straight up. We're going to do 3 pulses with your hips. Here we go. Lifting up. You're going to pulse for 3, 2, 1. Back down. Inhale up. Pulse for 3, 2, 1. And back down. Again, inhale up. Pulse for 3, 2, 1. Back down. Inhale up. Pulse for 3, 2, 1. Back down. Again, inhale or lift. Pulse for 3, 2, 1. Back down. Inhale, lift. Pulse for 3, 2, 1. Back down. This time, inhale, lift. And then lift your heels and lower. Heels up and lower. Up and lower. 4. You're going to 10. 5, 6, 7. Try to keep your hips up. 8, 9, 10. Good. Leave your heels up. Hips lower. Yes. Here we go. You got 10 singles. Hands can stay up or they can come by your side. Up to you. Here we go. Keep your heels lifted for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Let those legs go out nice and long. Again, full body stretch. Flex your feet. Point your toes. Flex your feet. Point your toes. All right. Whew. Well, that was a lot of good abs. I'm not saying we're done. We're just going to do other things. So rolling over onto your side. Does not matter. Pick one. We got to go both sides. Alrighty. Legs are out nice and long. Support yourself. You're going to point as you come up and flex your foot as you come down. Yes? So without our foot, let's just do a few regular ones. We'll do 5 regular ones. Here we go. Just up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let's add on. Here we go. Take it up. Flex your foot down. Take it up. So a little slower. Flex your foot down. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, flexing your foot. Just going to turn so you're more on your side. You're going to kick their heel back. Kick, 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 kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point your foot, kick forward, kick, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Point forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back for 4, 2, 1. Forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back 2, forward 2, and back. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Good. Nice release here. Nice. And then whenever you're ready, taking those knees up nice and high. And then go ahead and take those feet up off the ground, point those toes, meat slicers. So you're going to try to go the trajectory of that bottom leg with your top leg. So take it back at the diagonal and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, leave it back there. 10. Little pulses up. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You didn't need that hip, did you? All right. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and bring it on up onto your hand. We're going to go ahead and take full clam. So hands onto your waist. Make sure you stagger your feet because you're going to use them. All right, lift up off the ground, open up, and then bring those hips back down to the ground. Again, 2, 3. Make sure you bring your hips all the way back down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Good. Stack your knees. Good. Coming into a side plank. Awesome. Reach that arm up. Hold. Awesome. And then if you can, support yourself through your top foot. And then taking that bottom knee to your top knee. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. Bend both legs. Stretch up and over. Awesome. All right. Take those legs to the other side. Here we go. So taking those legs out long, support yourself on your hands. We have 5 regular ones to warm us up, and then we'll add in the extra step. Yes, it's just straight up and down. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Slow it down a little fancier. Point your toes to come up. Flex your foot as you come down. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. 4. Down. Point your toe. Flex it down. 6. And down. 7. And down. 8. And down. 9. And down. 10. And down. Leave your foot flexed. And the little kicks to the back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point your toe to the front for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it forward. You're supposed to only go for 8. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex it back for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point it forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2. Single back, point, flex, 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 and point. Good. Hit those knees. Awesome. And then whenever you're ready, not ready, you're going to take those feet up off the ground, point your toes. Remember, this top leg is going back at a diagonal up. I believe you. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hold it back. Here we go. Pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Whenever you're ready. Woo! Bring it on up onto that hand for some good old clam. Again, stagger those feet so you don't crush your bottom foot. Alrighty, here we go. Lifting up, coming all the way down. Lifting all the way up, really pull those hips through, and down. 3, and down. 4, and down. 5, and down. 6, and down. 7, and down. 8, all the way down. 9, last one. 10. Awesome. Cool. Extend that top leg out. You can kind of use your top hand to find that side plank. Good. Holding in for side plank. Awesome. Cool. And then if you can, really grip through that top foot. We're going to lift this bottom knee for 10. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Sit it down. Bend that top leg. You can grab onto this leg, stretching up and over. Cool. All right. Excellent work. Let's get some stretches in. We'll get some balance in. And we'll be good to go. All righty. And that's like that long, sit nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Either point your toes, flex your feet. Good. Breathe. Awesome. Sit all the way back up. I hope you needed that stretch as much as I did. Take one leg out, one leg over. Stick. So your bent knee, that hand, stick it behind you, and then reach over the other direction. Good. Take it back. Face that leg whenever you're ready. Reach over. I would suggest grabbing with your opposite hand from the outstretched leg and grab across your leg. So whether you're up here and you grab across here or you're grabbing the outside of your foot, just really getting that stretch through your back, through that shoulder, as well as clearly your leg. Good. All right. Set it up. Switcheroo. Bring it in. Awesome. To begin with, place that hand behind you. Reach the other direction. You can bend into your supporting elbow. Good. Bring it back. Face that leg a little bit. Inhale. As you exhale, walk it down. Again, reaching across that leg with your other hand. So when you cross your thigh, your calf, or even the outside of your foot, just really want to stretch into our side body here as well as our leg. Good. Breathe. Nice. And slowly bring it back up. Awesome. Cool. Bring yourself around to those knees. And bring those knees right under your hips. Simply take your hips to one side and the other side. Good. Tuck your toes under, walk those hands in. Take it up, finding the forward fold. Good. Bend those knees, roll it all the way up. Awesome. Let's find a little bit of balance and we'll close this out. All right. So whenever you're ready, roll those shoulders back. You're just going to find a tree pose. So any other balance you want. If you want to try some dancer, you like those seesaws we were doing earlier. Otherwise, and tree pose. If you need to be by a wall, no problem. You just want to see if you can take as many fingers off as you can until you have just one finger, and then maybe you take that off too. Good. If this is super easy for you, you can move your hands, you can look around the room, you can close one eye, the other eye, both eyes. Always a way to make it doable and also more challenging. Awesome. Let that go. Shake it out a little bit. Whenever you're ready, finding the other side. Doesn't have to be up here. Remember, you just want to skip your knee. So whatever you do, do not put your foot directly on your knee. Again, if you can't get your leg all the way up here, but you need to make it more challenging, just practice looking around the room or moving your hands. Yeah. Challenge your balance. Right? Because in an ideal world, when we get thrown off our balance, we don't get to just like look straight forward, right? We're normally looking around. Something happens. So you need to be able to like pivot, but you can practice it here. Good. Release. Nice. Take those arms nice and wide. And then just reach across. We did this on the ground a little bit earlier. So one more time, reach across. Good. And like we started out with, you're just going to reach forward, stretch out that back, and then take those arms up. And take them one side. And the other side. Take an inhale. And then exhale, maybe a little sigh. Good. Nice work. All right. I hope you guys have fun. And I hope you'll feel better in your body. And I'll see you next time.